The W-2 man versus the 1099 man. One relishes in the security of being able to know exactly how much his paycheck is going to be, and he's okay with staying with a consistent schedule. The other man, the 1099 man, takes a risk. He tells himself every single week, I must do something, otherwise I cannot eat this week. You gain to get so much, and you can lose so much as well. With anything, I think life is a gamble. In comparison between these concepts, right, the W-2 and the 1099 man, one is not necessarily superior over the other. It just matters what you prioritize in your life. I think I always envision myself as the 1099 man, the man that takes risks, the man that's always, I guess, had bigger visions, bigger ambitions. And when I was finally encountered with the possibility of kind of living that lifestyle, I halted. I got hesitant. I asked myself for a second, is this something that I truly want to do? Do I truly believe in myself? See, I had a video about confidence, but more than that, I think it's about taking calculated risks. Not only should you have not only should you have confidence in who you are as an individual, but what you can provide, the certain skills that you have, the certain skills that you've honed. You should believe that you are more or greater than a paycheck. I heard a really good quote about the man, the W-2 man. The quote goes something like this: your salary is not how much you're worth, it is how hard it is to replace you. They're kind of one and the same, but it's a little different. It takes X amount of money to replace you as an individual, as an employee. And the people that have higher skills, higher traded skills, something that's less likely for people to have, the higher their salary is, the higher their wage is. But either way, it's the amount of money it takes to replace you, because you are replaceable. You're a puzzle piece in this grand, bigger picture in somebody else's world. The 1099 man answers, but he answers virtually to no one. You stand in the sea of sorrow and go out and fret in the cold to see whether or not you will survive another week. And I think that's what separates these types of men. Are you able to take a risk and just live life, or are you okay being comfortable? I don't know. When I was given this choice, I kept thinking about it. I always said, like I said, that I always wanted to take the risk, that I was a gambling man. And then I thought about it and I was like, but what if I lose? But what if I don't make it? And I think it's that mindset that stops every individual from creating something of themselves and letting themselves be free. It's fear. But one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that fear is innate. To feel fear means that you are living, means that you are working the way that you were intended to work. Nobody does anything without fear. To not have fear at all is kind of a disadvantage, because you're not hesitant, you're not anxious, you're not prepared. The most fearful people are also the most ambitious and the most courageous people, because not only do they understand what's at stake, but they've gotten past their fear or allowed fear to be their motivator into why they continue to be successful. I'm afraid of not being able to eat this month, so let me work as hard as humanly possible so I don't have to worry about that. Overall, the W-2 man loves security as an employee. The 1099 man is a man who likes fear, chases it, takes risks, and it jumps at the opportunity to be free. And at the end of the day, I think that's the type of person that I want to be. Not saying that either one is the correct one. Maybe I framed the 1099 option as the better one, but it just matters what you want. Do you want safety? Do you want security? Do you want to be within a blanket? Or do you want to be free? A good analogy that I heard was a well-fed dog and a hungry wolf. I heard this story about this dog encountering this wolf, this very pale, very skinny wolf. And the wolf goes up to this dog and is like, wow, how are you so well fed? And he's like, yeah, like my master feeds me every day. And he's like, come, I'll take you to him, you know? And then as they're walking, the wolf sees his collar. And he says, and he asks the dog, like, what does that mean? What is that? And he says, oh, don't worry about it. And then the wolf realizes the price of the food was his freedom. And given that choice, the first thing he did when he realized that was to run away. Because to him, it was too valuable. Even if he was hungry, even if he was gonna go days without eating, his freedom was worth more than the guaranteed food. I think this applies to money. Everybody is so scared about losing their job or doing their independent things because they're scared that they won't make money. Let me give you a newsflash. If you continue to do the things that you're doing and you do it at such a big level, you will start to have a skill that no one is able to replicate. That in itself is valuable. I think that's what people don't think about, is that their skills, their experience are valuable. My overall lesson to you, more than the W-2 man, more than the 1099 man, is to believe in yourself. Believe that the skills that you've honed, the person that you're trying to be, whether it's secure or free, is an individual who is aware of his predicament and also has lived the life that he believes that he should live. Because I believe everybody should have the ability to live the life they dream of living. Anyways, I might have rambled on, but I appreciate it. Thank you.